Hello and welcome to my first FIFA 13 video. I'm doing FIFA 13 seasons. I'm going to try and get to Division 1 as quickly as possible in the short amount of time that is left on FIFA 13. So we're starting off, as you can see. I've played no games. This is my first match. This is my first online match, or this was my first online match on FIFA 13. So hope you enjoy, and well, let's get into the game, I guess. So we're starting off with Swansea to get us underway on my FIFA 13 online seasons career, I guess. And to be honest, this game, it went fairly well, as you'll see from the highlights. And I think most of the game I was all over him, even just from the whistle here. Lovely piece of skill from De Guzman, but the shot was fairly poor, and I think that little attack there was a good display of my of the whole game, to be honest, because there were quite a lot of chances that didn't go finished, and I was lucky at that point there. Chico Flores, I think that is, just saving me quite embarrassment from almost basically giving him a goal like this. I don't know what is going through my head, but Vinicius, I believe his name is there, I just passed it to him. I don't know what's going through my head. I saw the guy behind me running towards me. First FIFA online match, and that is my first goal I've conceded. And, well, that's an embarrassment. But anyway, still, he gives it to me, so he makes a mistake as well. So it's not just me, and it is lagging this game. So it's not that it's just cutting out and it's the video quality kind of thing. It is, there was quite a bit of lag in this game. Don't want to make too many excuses. I don't want to make it seem like I'm just, as I say, excusing my first poor bit of the game. But following that, I then have a fantastic chance here with Routledge. He runs through, blasts it, and just as it kind of stops, there's a bit of lag just as it reaches the goal, and I think it's gone in, but it didn't quite reach the goal, and he passes it to me now this time. But as Micho, I'm not able to make any kind of meaningful attack with that in the end. Unfortunately, it was a feeble shot, I believe, and then passes it to me again. This guy was making quite a few mistakes, like my first one, but I couldn't just finish the chances. As I say, I had so many chances in this game, and he gives it to me so often in this game. I was quite lucky in who I came up against, but then I slip it through to Routledge, 22nd minute, and he just blasts it home, and it's a fantastic strike. And that makes it 1-1 in the 23rd minute. Routledge, I do think he is a very good player on this game, just because he's so quick and he is very good at finishing. Micho, on the other hand, was dismal. There we go, another missed chance. In this game, he was shocking, and he was just not performing, which was disappointing. Routledge again, another stunning run. It was a poor shot in the end, although I said his finishing was good. But it was a good run, in fairness, so we can let him get away with that. And there we go, I'm through again, and another poorly executed through ball, unfortunately. And there, and I cannot stress to you guys how time after time he was just passing me the ball. But I think that's the final move of the match here. I almost win it there, but that brings the half to a close virtually in a second. And it was, I don't think, I'll show you a look at the stats here, but there we go, it is 1-1 at half time, but I had so much of the possession. I think it was almost all me. Well, it's just gone there quickly, unfortunately. Must have edited that bit out, unfortunately, as I say. But here again, Davies running down the left wing, looking like he might create something meaningful, but no. And then he gets the ball. He looks like he might be able to get a good shot off, but I think he just runs too far wide in the end. He did make it hard for himself in this game. It almost seemed like he didn't want to score at times, my opponent, because he did make some odd decisions, let's say. And this through ball, it looked like it would be sublime, because I believe Dyer has got 90 pace, and I just hoped it would fall just in front of his feet, but it wasn't to be, unfortunately. He just left it behind, which was a shame, because I think he would have been through with knowing his pace and his skills. But look at this for a shot by Pablo Hernandez, just outside the box. Boom, and it's into the goal. He is a fantastic player, Pablo Hernandez. both in real life for quality signing this season for Swansea, and on this game as well. He did really well, and I almost just passed it to them there by that huge heap on the floor of players, which does get in my way. This was his only real chance when he kind of set players through, and he got lucky. Look at this. Exactly. I mean, that's ridiculous. I think it maybe took a couple of deflections just to reach the goal there, and he did get lucky, and I think I was, as I say, fairly confident in this game. Despite that, I'd still be able to go up the other end and clinch a goal, but it wasn't until pretty late on, so there's still quite a few chances all around in the rest of this game before leading up to my goal. So I did feel I still had the confidence, and it was a really enjoyable match to play in, to be honest, because it was so end-to-end, although his chances weren't really that good, to be honest. And I do think, as I say, it was a fun game, and I thought here, that Michu had buried it, but his form in this game really was pretty off, to be honest, and it's fairly disappointing because he is so clinical usually in these kind of games. But no, it wasn't to be. He was off form completely. Dyer and I'd say Dyer and Routledge were two of my best players. Definitely Routledge. Perhaps Pablo Hernandez as well. Here he is. His teammate through again. He does my opponent was taking his time in making a decision of what he was going to do. Routledge, another piece of brilliant play, spreads it out wide to Dyer. Probably I should have just had a shot, but I thought Dyer's pace was a bit. I kind of expected too much from him, if you like, and it didn't come to anything. Here, it's kind of a surreal moment. His defenders just seemed to stop, and I don't know if he'd stopped playing at that particular point, or maybe he was controlling another man. He couldn't get control of the right player, but he couldn't get the goal, and that header there was nicely knocked down. I thought it was just going to loop over the goalkeeper, but it wasn't to be. He then goes up the other end, and it's a good chance. He played it across. That was kind of his tactic, it seemed, just to play it across. But in the 88th minute, Dyer, we know he's pacey, sprints through, slots it under the keeper. It was a lucky goal, I'll be honest, because I really wasn't aiming for it to go below the keeper. But that's the end of the game. My first live seasons match. I hope you've enjoyed.